I'm your host, Mark. I hope everyone's doing well today. Last night was an interesting show. Jim Terry came up. I see that some people are going around making smack and talk about me. Well, the problem is that nobody knows the full story. I'm here to set it straight. First of all, child support is handled by states. Foreign deposition of child support. When it's from another state, it goes to the next state, which I've paid when I've worked. It came out of my paycheck each and every week, and child support was paid. Even to this day, if I owe child support, it comes out of my taxes. So I don't know why it's such a big deal. I'm not sitting in a prison. I'm not going to prison. Uh, the children are ages 25 and ages 24. According to the law, the age is 21. They're of age. They're emancipated. They live on their own. You don't pay child support directly to somebody at all. It gets handled by states. And my lawyer said it. I contacted my lawyer and they'll handle it. As far as my lawyer goes, I don't have to discuss anything uh, because it's slander against me, my name, and my family. As far as my wife goes, I don't have to show my wife. My wife is a private person and she doesn't have to show her face on camera to anybody. And if they got a problem with that, I'm sorry. But my wife doesn't want to. She is private. I'm private. I don't have to discuss my personal business to anybody. As far as my sons, I reached out to one of them. If I hear back from them, that's good. And as far as the one that Jim's claiming, he lives in Florida. That's what I found out. And that's good. He looks good. He's got a beard. He's handsome looking. And he does a lot of internet shows and he's doing what he does and what he loves. I'm not going to sit back and allow people to sit there and talk about me. I don't even need to come on YouTube at all. I just figured I'd make friends on YouTube. I know that people are talking stuff, and that's okay too because they don't know me really, and that's good. I think Jim's okay. Jim likes to have a story, but I'm not going to be people's story, and I'm not going to have people slandering me. And I don't think anybody is. But I'm going to be telling you is I want to be left alone uh, from those that feel that I screwed them. You're not any of my kids. You weren't part of any of my marriages. You don't know what happened. That's private. And I don't have to discuss that. And you know what? Lee Cole's right. There's a lot of people out there that hate you. And it's sad that people will bring in dirt about you and try to do things to slander you. And Lee does the right thing. He just basically shuts them off. I've seen him, and Lee Cole will tell you like it is too. I've seen him. I've seen him stick up for himself, and I'm gonna stick up for myself. And that's I have connections to contact, so I already contacted my attorney, and I told him what's going on. And as far as a video going on, that ain't going to happen because I already contacted some people in regards to that because it's my right to my privacy is being overstepped. My boundaries, there's boundaries that you can overstep, and it could cause a lot of problems. And it's not people that are in my community. It's people that are trying to slander me, and I already know why they're doing it, and it has nothing really to do with me. It has something to do because I follow Jim and I follow Johnny Arbro, and I built a relationship with them, and some of these people don't like them, so because of that, they don't like me. And then what they're doing is they're trying to and thanks a lot for that comment. Thank you very much. Fuck the haters, bro. You've been more open and upfront than 99% of the people on YouTube. First of all, thank you very much for that. My son doesn't go by his name, so I can tell you that. He doesn't go by the name that he was born with. He goes by a handle name, which most of us do. I do give out my first name, which is okay. And everyone saw the video. I did show everyone the paper that I was not charged with anything. I have papers, court papers, that show that to the courts I was, I owed nothing else, and I gotta get them together. But really, my lawyer said that I don't need to show anybody any paperwork because there's nothing to prove. There's one piece of paper I might show once I go through my paperwork to show it, where it says what the courts, said concerning that through New York, because my children were born in a different state at the time, so everything was turned over to New York, So I always worked in between New Jersey, New York, which is okay. And when you send in child support never gets sent directly to the person. It's handled through the state. So once it's out of my hands, it goes to the states to handle it. And that is a fact. And as far as driving a car, I could do that. I'm not a criminal like I'm being made out to be. My wife is very disgusted. She doesn't want me here anymore. She's like, she can't believe that people are doing this to me. Her husband, who she's been married to for almost 20 years. We have a son, and so what that he has autism, but I take care of him on a full-time basis. Doesn't mean that I'm a bad father. You people, whoever's believing what this person's saying is a joke, and whoever's out there slandering me is a joke, because you're not living and you couldn't walk a day in my shoes, and that's good too. My son will come down here and vouch for me that I'm a good father, and if you like to hear that, I mean, I gotta even embarrass him to clear me, and it's hilarious, man. I didn't even go on Angel's show to be reprimanded from a person that's younger than me. And I don't even care about this other guy. You know, he's furthest thing from my mind. You know, he does what he does, and I'm not hurt by it because he's not me. I know that we have some people watching. You're welcome in the chat. But it's okay. It's okay with what people do because I believe in karma. You know, I do. I believe that things can happen and that whatever I'm being accused of is not going to affect me because I've been through a lot myself. So it doesn't make a difference about how people are viewing it. I got groceries out front. As you know, my son has problems with school. So I have responsibility when he doesn't go to school. Who's going to take care of him? The father does, or the mother. So my wife works, and I take care of my son. That's the agreement. And that doesn't make me lazy. That just says I'm a caring father and I have to take care of my son. As far as the past goes, when I was working, which I did, money was being paid, lots of money. And it came out every week out of my paycheck. Paid every week. That's not a deadbeat dad. I wasn't running away from nothing. Got news for you. To this day, I ain't running away from nothing. I have nothing to run away from. I think what's going on is blackmail because I have a lawsuit going on. So people are trying to get money out of me because of the lawsuit that I'm going to have against Nassau County PD because of the way I was treated. So you people can think what you want, but I'm suing for 150 million. You know, that was the goal. And this kid's trying to make it, or if it's him, trying to make it say I owe 100,000 or something. But I have court right documents that say I'm no longer responsible for these kids, and that it's been, seen in the courts that it's been abolished. So, of course, you people think you know everything, but you don't. I was dealing with two states, so I was dealing with New Jersey and New York. New Jersey and New York work hand in hand. That's a fact. But if I had to go to New Jersey, I would go to New Jersey. But for the most part, everything's now done over the internet, so I would do it from the court at a different location, and that's how it was handled. And you could say something's not right. I don't care. You're not living here in this house, and you're not living with me, and you don't know what's going on. You're going by what somebody else is saying. And as far as I'm concerned, I'm being blackmailed by somebody. They're going to try to blackmail. They're going to try to attack. I don't even need to go on YouTube. And that's a fact. I don't need to go to Jim Terry TV anymore. I can stop going there. I paid my last and final month, so I could stop going there and stop paying the monthly fee. Jim Terry could take his whatever it is and talk about somebody else, and make them feel like I don't know if Jim Terry was responsible, maybe not, but I'm not holding him responsible. But he shouldn't have made me feel the way I did when he's telling me all these people are calling and texting. I don't care. They don't know me, and my wife wants to know if they're sitting here in our house eating dinner and paying the bills. That's what my wife wants to know. If they're paying the taxes, if they're paying for the car payment, if they're paying for the mortgage, if they're paying for the food in the refrigerator. My wife wants to know that. I want to know that. If anyone out there is paying for what we do. Because you're not. It's all gossip, backbiting, and stabbing people in the back. That's what it is. It's hurting people. Now I see how it is with people. It's okay though. Doesn't mean I have to stop, but it means I can make choices too, just like choices were made for me. It's okay. See, Jim is on the road, but he said there would be a robocall going out, but I doubt it because I didn't call him. I don't want to call him. Everyone else could tell everyone else if they want. Hey, Christine, how are you? Good to see you. Another lovely lady, Christine. She's a nice lady. I enjoy her. She's been a very nice lady. I like her show. I do go on Christine's show. She hasn't said anything bad about anybody, and she doesn't. She doesn't bring up anything, anything about anybody. So that's that. So my car's sitting out front. My driver's license is in my wallet. Do you want me to hand it in? Since you think that I'm not paying, or I didn't pay child support. So it's up to you. Since you own me and think you know me, should I make a phone call Monday? What should I do? I'm just trying to think. Because I can make phone calls and they're going to say the same thing. Just stay away. Don't bother discussing any matters with anybody on YouTube. They're going to say, what are you talking about? And I'm going to say, oh, these people said so-and-so and this and that. And they're calling this guy Jim Terry TV, and they're telling him all about me. And they know so much. There's so much on the internet. that's about it. It's just on the internet. I looked, there's nothing out there. It's just hearsay. As far as, U.S. House of Representatives, I did try to run, but it never got nowhere, which I didn't care. It was just something to do. I was made an offer to do it as a candidate, and then I wasn't running for president. I looked at the paperwork. It wasn't president. It was vice president, VP, because it was, up for grabs at the time. That didn't matter. It was as an independent. Anybody can run as an independent. Even anyone out there in YouTube, you can run as an independent. Yeah, my wife's coming out. Hey, wife. Everything's good?
Yeah.
What's out there? Oh, you order groceries? I didn't know. I didn't know you ordered groceries. I have my socks on. What's up, midget? How are you? Well, at least midget went out. He did go to the bathroom.
Yeah.
I don't know what's up with Gracie. Just waiting. Got a lot of work, boo?
Yeah. Trying to get this food in.
Yeah. Yeah, sure, Christine. If you like to come up on panel, you can. Just give me a few minutes. I'll drop the link. And my wife works from home on certain days, Monday and Fridays, if that's anybody's business. Wants to know that she's allowed to work from home on Mondays and Fridays, and she goes into Manhattan on weekdays. The other days. Oh, you got more soda too? I would have known that you had all that stuff, I would have helped you bring it in. If you got my shoes on, I would have got my shoes on to help you. Thank you, bro. So I dropped the link for Christine Fortunato. She wants to come up. She's welcome to come up and chat with me just to see how she's doing. I saw she had a live show a little bit earlier. All right, Christine. Hi, Christine. How are you?
Good. How are you?
Not bad. Not bad. Good to see you. I saw you had a live show a little
So
bit.
what's going on with you?
Yeah,
Oh
everything.
yeah, I am still. I'm still.
Everything's good.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Because Jim Terrace was talking about you today on Crab Black Friday.
That's all
Something
right.
happened?
No, nothing happened. Nothing I can't handle.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I'm just glad to see you came on. I saw you had a live show. And I was
Yeah.
talking about how you're a nice lady and how you do a lot of great things and you treat people very nice, you know, and that we get along. And
Yes, that's good.
I was talking about stepping down eventually, maybe off of YouTube for a while.
Why? What's
I
going
don't
on?
know. The shows are a little, personal life. People talking about. They're always wanting to get involved with people's personal life, and I don't think that's fair. When people are trying to fish for information about you,
Yeah.
especially if you want to keep it, within your own comfort of your own home.
Okay. So when you stepping down? I don't want you. I don't want you to.
All right. Well, I'll come on once in a while, but I just feel that uh, over here on YouTube, I'm basically being hated out of being on here. I could tell you that.
Are you talking about? Are you talking about those haters, or are you just talking about in generally?
The haters,
Like,
the
oh hey,
haters.
oh,
I mean, what's the sense of coming on if they don't want you on anyway?
well, I mean, I don't want you to leave. Johnny doesn't want you to leave. Jim Terry doesn't want you to leave.
I don't know about that. He's brought up a lot of stuff about me.
Who, Johnny?
No,
Did
not
he leave?
Johnny. No, Jim Terry.
Well, what did Jim Terry say to
Well,
you?
he's talking about personal things that should be on a personal level.
Oh, okay. Well, oh, okay. I mean, I don't. I mean,
Not
I'm.
that not that maybe he doesn't, maybe I'm taking it the wrong way. You think I'm taking it the wrong way,
I
Christine?
don't know. I mean, what did he say? I don't know what he said to you. I don't know what happened.
I'm just a little hurt that people are thinking that I never took care of uh my personal things, which I have. I mean, I won't go anywhere for my followers. I'll stay on for all those that follow me,
Yeah.
but I'm not going to be, you know, told that I'm not a good man and I don't take good care of my son and I don't take care of my wife and I don't take care of my business, which I do. And, you know,
Is that what Jim's saying to you?
that's how I'm maybe taking it.
Well, I mean, I mean, he kind of said some bad stuff about me too, but I'm just, I'm just saying. Um,
Just let it go and roll off your back, is what you're saying.
yeah, because I'm pretty sure Jim loves you here, and plus I love you too. I mean, everybody loves you here. I mean,
That's good.
all
That's good to know coming from you. Thank
yes,
you very much.
you're welcome.
That makes me feel better.
And plus, I think Jim is protecting people because of those haters like Crazy Watcher, Trim Mama, and those people. So I think he just protecting everyone in the community because like we all follow Jim Terry and Mr. X.
Uh huh. That's good.
That's how I'm that's what I'm doing. I mean, not doing. I mean, that's how I feel about it. And
Uh huh.
then I don't know what happened. I saw Carpet Friday for a couple minutes today, and he was talking to you, but I was doing something else, so I was like going back and forth today
Oh,
on my computer. So I think he just protecting everyone, like you, me, Johnny, Angel Gotti, um, th- th- though, Jesse Ross. He's protecting everyone because of those haters are talking about us. Like I'm just saying, people talking about people like those haters are talking about us. So that's how I.
right.
That's why.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
that's how I'm feeling. Big.
Yeah. And I saw that my wife, my wife was on camera, so then I had it on so everyone could see that I have a wife because Jim
Uh-huh.
said he never saw my wife. Well, my wife was here. She was just bringing in groceries. So,
Uh-huh.
because we have
Yeah.
groceries delivered.
Yeah. I mean, for me, about Jim, um, I'm still waiting to get you know how I'm trying to get monetized. And like for me, I mean, he's still he still wants to talk to my mom because of because of those people still hate me, like tell me those I mean those those people keep hating me. I mean those haters keep talking about me. So he is protecting me. I mean he's trying to talk to my mom about about the YouTube people on the
Yeah.
street, but my whole family knows I have a YouTube channel that
Yeah.
they know. And for me, I'm not getting monetized. I'm doing my shows and I'm just doing my shows. So after I get monetized, I'm not doing the membership. So like I'm still doing my own shows. So I'm not
Yeah.
getting
Well, that's
monetized.
good. You got to
Yeah.
keep doing it,
So
you know?
yeah. Yeah. So like I'm still gonna get I'm like for me, I'm not I'm still gonna get monetized, but I'm not doing the membership right now.
Right.
I'm not doing anything. I mean, it it's like no one's business. But Jim is helping me. I mean, Jim is still doing. I mean, Jim is trying to get the people for me. Like other people to watch my show. But
Yeah.
I'm like, he is protecting me too.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I know what he's. I, I'm like, I'm a, I I know the truth. I know the truth. I mean, he tried. Jim tried to call my couple of people, in my family, and they never pick up. And plus, I'm just telling you, I know the truth, and I told Jim that, and it just like I'm like, he he doesn't want to listen. I I mean, he doesn't want to listen, but it I mean, I mean, I just keep. I mean, I'm just telling him I'm not getting monetized right now. I'm still not getting monetized, and plus, I'm like, I'm like, I'm like, it's my choice.
Yes.
If I want to do the membership, I can do the membership down the road.
Yeah.
But I mean, he is protecting himself too because of the haters out there. I'm like, I can understand that, but this doesn't have to do with my. It just like I wish he had to bring up my mother, but I mean he does once in a while. Like today, I actually. Actually, I mean, I donate today for Crabback Friday. I mean, I gave him like $10
Yeah.
just to beat the show, and plus, uh, uh, um, he said thank you very much, Christine, but he just said, I mean, he's he's trying to, get in touch with my mom. It's like
Well, if
this.
your mom doesn't pick up, I don't know. It's okay.
Yeah, I know, but it's like, I mean, he could just say thank you very much. You know, I mean, he keeps saying thank you for the cash up. That's okay. But when he said, I mean, I am trying to reach Christine's mom. It's just like, come on, like please leave it alone. I'm not getting monetized. That's why I agreed to me and other people. I mean, me me and a couple people agree. I mean, agreed. Like, if someone asks about, like, like ask about things, di- different things, like general things, like about my
Yeah.
personal life, and they just gonna say in my chat, Christine is not getting monetized at all. So, like, the 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 the, those haters don't have to be, like those haters, so that's why we saying to those haters. I mean, if someone, like those other people, like those other trolls of the haters,
Yeah. The
that's
trolls.
what we doing on my channel, just to tell them Christine is not getting. I mean, I'm not getting monetized. So
You're just keeping it the way it is for now.
yeah,
That's
yeah.
okay.
Yeah. And then eventually, if I want to get monetized, like I can do the super chat, the super stickers, and because of my financing, my situation with my financing, I know Jim. Um, I know a lot of people care about my fans. I'm just saying in general they care about my fans, and but I I I just don't think I just don't think um I I just don't think I think
Well,
the
Jim's protecting you too.
yeah, yeah, yeah.
You
So
know,
that's why that
that's what Dana
that's what
Dana said.
I'm what?
Dana HGT said that Jim's protecting you, Christine.
Yeah.
So just like you're
Yeah.
telling me, he's
Yeah.
protecting us.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's why I don't want you to leave. I mean, to me, I don't want you to leave YouTube
Yeah, I like
because I
being
well,
on here, but I'm not going to be treated like a black sheep either. You know.
oh yeah, I know that. No, but I am just saying. I mean, he is protecting. Jim Terry is protecting everyone
Yeah.
in his community. I'm I'm just saying that. So, and Johnny's on tonight anyway. Are you going to Johnny's tonight?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I want to go to Johnny's too, you know, to see how he's doing. I want to go on his channel.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So,
So actually, yeah, he's on tonight around 8 o'clock p.m.
yeah. Yeah. 8 o'clock Eastern.
New Jersey time, our time, our
Yeah.
time, New Jersey
Okay.
time.
Yeah. That's good.
Yeah. So I'm gonna get going because I have to eat lunch, and I just want to, I was worried about you too. And please don't leave YouTube. If you do, you do. But I want you to, like I know you just have to ignore those people too. I know I um I know it's hard too. For me too.
Yeah.
Those people keep talking about me, and plus I know the truth of myself, and you know about yourself too.
That's true, Christine, and you've said the right words.
Okay. Okay, so I'm going to eat lunch, and I'll talk to you
Okay.
guys. See you guys later in
Okay.
Johnny's tonight.
All right. All
Okay.
right. Thanks for stopping by,
Oh, you're
Christine.
welcome.
All right.
Bye. Bye.
All right now. Bye-bye.
Bye.
So there you have it, folks. Christine's got up on panel with me. She said her point of view. She's doesn't want me to leave. She thinks I'm a good man, and she likes me. I like her too. She's got a good heart, just as I do. I have a good heart. My heart's in the right place for all the people that have a good heart. And I don't hate anyone out there. I just don't like. Um, I think people shouldn't just take it for what they hear. I think maybe you should really think about what you're hearing before you act, because first of all, you don't know the whole story. You're only hearing it from one source. You're not hearing it from the other source. And like I said, when it comes to child support, that's a crazy situation, because child support, when you're in another state and you move to another state, you usually report it to the courts, which I did. I was in New York. That's where I moved back to my home state, New Jersey. And then what it is, New York, New Jersey did a child deposition of child support, and then it would come out of my paycheck in New York, and then from New York it would be sent to Jersey. That's how child support works, if you do it the right way. And then I got towards the final days, I got a letter stating that the children are, of age. They're beyond 21 years old. And I met the courts that it was, basically crushed. Basically, the kids are 20, 24, and 25. I mean, they're beyond 21. So I do not know how you can pay child support to people that are living on their own, live in their own house, probably, which they do. They have their own house, and I'm paying child support. I don't know what is wrong here, but I was a dad at 19 years old. I wasn't living home, man. I was on my own. I wasn't even 21 yet. I was a father at 19. I wasn't. It makes no sense that people are taking it to this extreme and they don't even know the full story. You're just going by what somebody's saying, and I don't need to tolerate it. I'm moving on from it because I have nothing more to say about it, actually. And that's all there is to it. So I was happy to see that Christine came on. She made me feel better. Jim is, Christine is a good person to talk to. She's soft spoken. She has nothing bad to say about anybody. She doesn't talk about people. So, thank you, Dana. Thank you. I'm glad to see there's people in the people like that won't ever get the full story. They'll twist half the story to fit their narrative. That's right. And it's true. People will twist their story to get the narrative out of it. And I'm not one of those people. I told my side of it, and there's nothing more to say. I had a past, and the past is the past, and this is the past is the past, and that's all there is to it. There's so many absolutely miserable, ugly, low-life incel welfare recipients on YouTube that just want to try to bring down any successful, happy people. That's correct. I wrote a song called "You're Not Gonna Bring Me Down," and that was a good song. And I think that's what it is, things like that. I wrote songs that were about things like that. Oh, I got socks. I needed socks, so I got socks. Matter of fact, they're good for circulation. That's why. Circulation socks. going to put a pair on. Why not? I'm putting a pair of socks on. If anybody wants to know. New pair. New pair of socks. Ah. Feels good. Not so tight around my ankles. I hate the socks when they're tight around the ankles. They cause like little circles around your ankle or around your leg, and it feels like it cuts in. So I got them so they go up higher. They feel nicer. They actually feel comfortable. Probably going to feel better with the shoe. So far the show has been a lot of talking about what happened last night, but I'm upset. I came on because Angel had a lot to share. I love how Angel I loved how Angel laughs. Angel laughs, man. Angel was laughing her butt off on that video about showing that lady about crushing balls. And I was getting a kick out of it. Angel is a funny lady. I mean, when she laughs, it's funny. I love how she laughs. I love her personality. She's really awesome. She could take it or leave it. She'll tell you like it is. If she thinks that you're in the wrong, she'll tell you, you know what, I think you're wrong. I mean, she probably puts it, worse, but I've seen her get upset with some people, and she has a darn right to be upset. Tony Buick is definitely a character. I love when he shows where he's at. I enjoy that. He shows us the sights, which is, she gets some really good guests. She has Lee Cole. He's a great guest. He's a good guy. Nothing bad to say about the man. Never have. I met a lot of good people there. Met a lot of great people on Angel's show, and she keeps it clear and clean. You have to excuse me. I'm yawning. I'm drinking my coffee. So I don't know where everyone else is. I'd like to have some more guests. Maybe I'll get some more guests to come up. Not sure. Mr. X is a good character. Jim is good. He's tired. He's on the road. Hopefully he gets to his destination safely. So everybody in the chat's keeping me busy. Thank you. At least I know I'm not alone here. I know I see a few people watching. That's why I wish I had somebody up right now with me, because I got to use the restroom. But I'm trying to hold off from going to the restroom. That's why I need to have a monitor that comes up on the panel with me. So if I have to step away, they could take it over and run part of the show, and keep the show going with me, because it's nice to have commentators that are with you. Yeah, I was on a call with Jim this morning. I told him I was going on. Because he asked me. He said, you go, and I said, yeah, I'm going on, which I did. I went on, which I'm on now, talking, straightening things out, because I don't think everybody knows the full story about how things work. You're only hearing it that somebody says I owe this. And the truth is, I don't owe shit. You can say it all you want. And if anything, it comes out in taxes. They take taxes out. If I owed anything, it goes out in taxes. I don't give a shit. It no matter what. And if anything, it doesn't go to a kid. It doesn't go to nobody. It would go to the state. That's why I don't really care. That's why I'm like, what do I care? My attorney said, like I said, my attorney said not to even get involved with it. Because I did call my attorney. Said not to get involved with it. He said, don't even bring that shit up. You don't even need to talk about shit. You know what he said? Fuck them people. That's what he said. He said, you don't need to talk about your private information, things that were from your past, with total strangers that want to know about you. Not people from my community, but people out there that are trying to twist stories around. You don't need to talk about it. And I'm going to go by that. And it could be a form of blackmail, because I have a lawsuit going on. Which he said that too, because nobody pays child support to a 25-year-old or a 24-year-old man. Okay? A man. It's not some kid in a diaper. Okay? It's not someone's kid in a diaper. You don't pay child support to a 25-year-old or a 24-year-old that's living on their own, that doesn't live at home no more. All right? You know what that means? They're emancipated. Do you know what happens when a kid goes into the army? If they go into the army, let me tell you something. You're no longer responsible if they volunteer for the army. I mean, there are so many laws out there that it's not funny. But I want to know what court that's out there makes the parent responsible for full-grown men not living at home, living on their own for child support. I need to find that court, because that would make news. That would make the news, man. I just got new glasses. I had to get new ones. I don't have mine because I don't need them for the computer. So far, that's what I have to say about that. I'm bringing everyone along for the walk. I'm out in another room right now. Just give me a second. Wow, everyone's here. I see it's growing. That's good. Like I said, I need to find out this court that has kids that are in their 20s that are 5 years away from being 30 that can collect child support too. That's what I need to find out. Because that's the case, then we're going up to the age 50 too. Is there a court out there that takes child support when the kids are 50? If you're still alive and the kids are 50, you're paying child support still? And 30? I don't really give a shit. It's funny. It's funny, man. It's funny. So, do you know how much trouble people could be in going around saying that stuff and trying to blackmail you for things? A lot of trouble, man. Trying to blackmail you for money. I mean, that's low. I still think that too. Even my lawyer thinks they're trying to blackmail. They're gonna try to blackmail me for money, and they ain't gonna get it. He knows about what's going on. I showed him something, so now he knows. I sent it to him. He's the one I deal with, a lawyer. I'll deal with my lawyer. I won't deal with nobody else. I don't need, to deal with YouTube. I wouldn't want to involve my friends in anything because my friends are my friends, man. I don't turn against my friends. You don't turn against your friends. And that's wrong. When you do that, that means you were never a friend from the beginning. I don't consider people just a face, you don't do that to people, man. Oh, you're just a face, you're just somebody that makes me look good. That's not right. You should respect people and humanity and who they are, because they're a living human being. And those that can't respect that just have no respect for themselves. They have no respect for themselves or others. And then those are the ones that you don't want to be around. like Johnny Yarbrough, he's a nice guy. I would never do anything stupid to hurt the guy. I mean, he's had enough people that screwed him over, and he's mentioned it on shows, and he never liked what they did to him and calling him names and stuff. But he's still here, and look at him. He's still here, and he wants to change his life for the better. There's nothing wrong with that. People have a right to change. And the ones that are doing that to make a better life for themselves, nobody should stop them from doing that. You should upbuild them, tell them they're doing a good job, keep going, don't stop. Not say, "Oh, you're just a deadbeat," or "You're no good," or "Look what you did." No, that's not. No, you don't treat people like that, man. What about when COVID came? You blame people for that because they couldn't pay their bills? Or they couldn't pay their rent when COVID came? They had no jobs. They were deadbeats. No, they had no jobs. When COVID came, everyone was out of work. There was nothing moving. You blame people for that? Think about that. Think about all those people buried right now from a disease that didn't come from anybody here. Think about that. COVID. You blame people for that. There's dads out there that died and was working and lost their jobs to COVID. Are they deadbeats? No. They weren't deadbeats. There was no work. My son's listening right now. My son Mark, he listened. He knows. He knows who his father is. I'm a good man. There's nothing deadbeat about me. I'm making coffee. That's what I'm doing. I'm making myself some coffee. I was up a bit last night. I've been trying to quit smoking. I went a bit without smoking half the day yesterday. Yup, that's true. Even jobs that you get now are more part-time than full-time. Because the economy's not doing good. So you do get a job, but you're not making the same amount as you were before COVID. So I'm still here. Not going anywhere yet. Still got another cup of coffee brewing. Walking around in my new socks. Yep. Put in the half and half now. You know, there's an album out there's a song I did, and on the album cover, my wife is on it. It's called Come Hold My Hand. And the picture of me and my wife are on there. That's our wedding picture when we got married. You know, I love my wife and I love my son. I love all my kids. I never asked for things to happen the way they did. I can tell you that. I never asked for things to happen where I ended up being split and not seeing my kids, and all of it turned out to be not so good. And split ups are the hardest. And moving on was hard. But, you know, I felt that God has a reason for everything. And he gave me another chance. God gives people chances. If you can't believe that, if you don't, then, you know, I know there's people out there maybe don't believe in God, but I do. I believe in God. And I study the scriptures. And there's nothing wrong with studying the scripture. It's truth. And things that happen not, I don't know. People say things happen for a reason. People say, you know, just move on with your life. Well, I did all that and I felt I did the right thing. Okay. And I got remarried. I felt God was involved, you know, God has been good to me, gracious. God's treated me good. You know, he gave me another son who I love. He gave me my wife who I love. I wouldn't trade them for the world. Okay. And I do believe in God. And nobody's going to change my mind about that. I'll take God over everything else. Because I believe that God has a plan. God does have a plan. And, you know, it's okay if people want to, you know, I'm sure there's people out there that get what I'm saying. You know, God plans your planned your life. God has a future for us all. And I think that evil exists too. And evil will always try to win. And for as long as you believe in God, you're going to conquer the evil. And that's my plan, is to conquer evil, stay away from the evil, and continue doing what I'm doing, and continue studying scriptures, move on with life, and move on with the right things in your life, move on with the right people in your life, stay away from the bad people. And you could do that. I did let Jim Terry know that I am on. He's probably driving, or he might be sleeping. Who knows? I know he had to get up and leave his hotel room. He's on his way to his destination. But I don't want to disturb him while he's driving. He could get into an accident. I don't know if anybody received any messages. I didn't. I didn't receive any robocall. And if not, that's okay too. I'm not that interested in having robocalls go out. I'm just interested in doing my show. And then once it's done, it's done. And then I don't have nothing else to say about what it is that they're trying to accomplish, the haters. You know, I don't care. I see that people, you know, say things that they don't understand, which I said. Let's see who else was on Angel's show last night. I was surprised the Italian wrestling guy didn't come on. I like him. He's a nice guy. I know Jim Terry was on, Mr. X. Leanne was on. Like Leanne, she's good. She asks questions. She might be listening. Let's see. I think that was it. Myself. Mozzie Girl came on. Mozzie Girl, she came on. That's good. I'm sure she's busy working, doing her thing. Edna came on too. Edna. Yeah, that's right. I love Edna. She is a riot. She tells it like it is. Have a good time with Edna. She brings some light to the show. I like how her and Jim get along. It's funny. She even you know, she saw my point too. Edna saw what I was talking about. You can't sit there and, you know, hurt people and say things about them, you know. And I'm sure she's been down that road too. And she admitted what I said. You know, I was a dad at a young age. I was 19 years old. My daughter was born. That marriage lasted a bit, and then she got involved with other things. I got the kids, and then the children, the grandparents helped me out with the children. My daughter, and then I got married again, and that marriage didn't last long. I had 2 children, and she didn't want to be married anymore. And I was warned that I should not marry her, but I didn't listen. I was thinking with the wrong head. Let's put it that way. I was thinking the wrong way, and I didn't. I wasn't thinking the right way, man. I should have never got married again. I should have waited and got married to my wife I'm married to now, because the marriage is doing better. You know, it's a better marriage. It's going to be 20 years that I've been married to her. So I have nothing to complain about. And I have a beautiful son. You know, I have another son. So, and I have 2 other sons. And I care about all my children. And it ain't like I wanted that to happen. You know, things happen when they happen. And like I said, God's in control of that. And people have the right to have a second chance at life. That's like saying somebody doesn't, some people don't belong in jail and they end up being innocent and they get a second chance and they get out. And are you telling me that person had no right to get a second chance, especially when they did? And they did, and I wasn't in jail. I wasn't doing anything. Something happened. I see we got more people coming on. Hello, everyone. Thanks for joining me. We were just going over some of what we were doing. I was talking about in the beginning, about how things are. If you missed it in the beginning of the show, that child support, I was in New York. She was in New Jersey. I moved back to my home state, and what we call is a foreign deposition of child support, where the child support is taken out of your paycheck each and every week. And it goes through 2 different states, goes through the first state and then to the other state, and then they divide it up and pay. That's how it's done. I have no control over it. Once it leaves your hand, it goes to whoever takes care of it. I'm not responsible for it. So, second of all, child support ain't paid to 25 and 24-year-olds. Once they're of age, they're emancipated, they're on their own, they have their own house. You don't pay child support to anybody that's that age. And not only that, I was cleared of it because it was no longer a case. They were of age. They were past the age of 21. And that's it. As far as owing somebody something, I don't owe anyone anything. And as far as I'm concerned, that I'm being blackmailed. at this point. If I am being blackmailed, my lawyer will handle it. I already went to YouTube and already contacted the authorities, and they'll handle it. I did mention that. I did. My lawyer said not to get involved with anything. I don't need to because it's private. So all I'm doing, those that have been here, I'm just kind of quickly going over what we discussed because I'm not going to discuss it again. But anyway, back to the other thing. I don't care about what other people out there in YouTube land, the haters, think of me because they don't know me. They don't eat with me. They don't sleep with me. They don't live with me. They don't wipe my ass. And they didn't have my kids. So they, those people could just go sit on a tack and jump in a lake. Because I'm not living for really them. I'm living for me. I'm living for my family. I'm living for life because I love life. Oh, by the way, the oldest of my sons lives in Florida. So I don't even care. He doesn't even live in New Jersey. So that's the other thing I found out. He doesn't live in New Jersey anymore. So that's what I found out too. And there's nothing wrong with that. He can live where he wants. He's a full-grown man. Is that wrong? He's 25 years old. He's 25, lives in New Jersey. He doesn't live in New Jersey. He lives in Florida. And he probably lives with near his uncle or something. I don't know. But he lives on his own. So I'm responsible for that, right? I don't think so. Nope, not responsible for that either. So who do we got on? I don't know. We had a few people on. We had Christine Fortunato on the panel with me. That was so nice to have her on. She had a lot to say. She had a lot of good things to say about Jim. She says that she's going to keep her channel right now. She doesn't want it monetized. She likes it the way it is. She doesn't mind. But eventually she does want to have it monetized for paid members, which is her prerogative. Hopefully she'll get things worked out and straightened out that she does it and it works out right for her. We were talking about Angel's show, how good it was last night. I think she did very well. We had some new members come in. We had, I think it was over 300 people were watching. I mean, it picked up. I mean, it really did, like, really well. It turned out good. I was glad. And Angel is a trooper. She sticks it up. She said she was going on. She did. And she stayed on a long time. I couldn't believe it. We were on till 2:30. We were on till 2:30 last night. We're still here, ladies and gentlemen. We're still here. Is anything else anyone wants to talk about? If you can, mention it in the chat. Please. I don't see the chat movement, so I don't know if there's any movement. If there's anybody that wants to come up, let me know. Just to talk. If not, that's okay. I can tell you this, there's a lot in common between my son, my oldest son, and my younger son, is they're both into gaming. Both of them are into gaming. Mark does his things. They're all similar in what they like. They're similar in how they look. My son looks really, really good. My oldest son, he looks good. He has a beard. I believe he's Christian. At least that's what I remember. I know that he was into construction. I did reach out to him. So I might not hear from him, but I reached out to my oldest just to see how he's doing. So I see we're losing gas here. So if well, we got 21 on, so 21's not bad. I'd like to see it grow a little bit more. The show could get a little bit more interesting if we get more people on the show. I know that nobody's coming on. I have no guest. I didn't see that there's any guests that want to come up. I did drop the link earlier today for Christine. Christine came on. She was the only one. I know that Johnny Yarborough's had a doctor's appointment. That poor guy's back and forth to the doctors, or maybe PZ, one of them. Not sure. I hope they're all right. I hope Johnny's all right. Of course, I don't know. They're 3 hours behind. I'm letting Johnny know I'm on. Yep. So what else? We were talking about COVID too. Okay, let's see. Who do we get? We got a text back. Oh, Johnny's sleeping. Okay. We got Dances with Wolves here. Sorry, I was quietly watching. Dances with Wolf, thank you for coming on to visit. So, Dances with Wolves, what do you think? You think I should step away from YouTube, or should I continue on YouTube? Continue doing what I was doing. That's the question. Anybody out there want me to stop going on YouTube in my community? Please let me know. I don't know why people are getting into your business. You should just keep doing what you want. Well, that's what Dances with Wolves says. And I agree. I should just keep doing what I want. Thank you, Dances with Wolves, for that comment. It's very nice to do that. But some people, I don't know what the deal is. Some people say I got hit in the head, and I never got hit in the head. And that's funny. It's just I'm a soft-spoken person, and I don't get loud and rambunctious. Of course, I'm just like anybody else. If you're pushed enough, then you start getting like, loud and upset, which is only human. But that's true. You should just keep doing what you're doing. The question's still there. But if you notice, there's not many answers to that. There's one person, and one person's enough to say, keep doing what you're doing. I asked. I said it. I mean, if you don't want me here, I won't be here. It's just somebody else gone and somebody else to take your place. That's basically what it comes down to. There's so many hundreds of people that people could be picking on and picking apart that I could just step away and move on to other things where I feel more part of a community. That's like me saying, you know what? I could go be a Jehovah's Witness and be part of something else, or I could go be part of a church and something else. And, it's like, and get more satisfaction and be welcome there. I'm just saying in general, you want to be in a spot where you're comfortable and not feel you're being attacked. And I think everyone in my community and in the community feels the same way. You don't want to be somewhere where you're getting attacked just for being you. I saw that some people stepped away when I was bringing up church. But I'm not bringing it up. I'm just bringing it up as a figure of speech that, people want to feel comfortable where they are, where they can go meet a friend and talk and feel safe, not feel like that they're being intimidated. And that's not fair. YouTube's supposed to be a safe community and not a place where you could be slandered and the people get away with the slander. And slanderers is what they are, slanderers. And they slander you all over the place, and they slander who you are all over the place, which makes that person feel like, well, what did I do to that person? And you've done nothing. You're just part of somebody else's community, but because of that, they don't like you. Now, that's from what I understand happened here. That's what I heard. Now, I'm not going to go around hurting people because I don't need to. I don't want to. I don't want no part of that. All I want to do is live a peaceful life with what I'm doing and just keep doing what I'm doing and not look and pay attention to people like that. Because when you don't pay attention to people like that, they don't get no satisfaction out of you anyway. And I'm not going to bother looking at that. I'm not going to bother going to that person's channel. I don't care. I don't even know why somebody would even bother going over there. Because it's a joke. Over to somebody else's channel that's slandering somebody you're supposed to be friends with. Just to even talk about it. Who cares? That person might be down, for all you know, struck down for that. They might not even be able to get up on their channel. You don't know. You just don't know. And I don't even care about it. I don't care about that person's channel. I don't care about the person. I don't talk about anybody. The more you don't talk and pay attention to somebody like that, the better it is for you. You people know the haters that are out there. And I don't know all Jim's haters. I don't know who hates Jim. I just find them funny at times. I find them serious at times. I find them loud at times. I find them bringing up his points at times. But, that's Jim. You got to, even Tony Buick said it, you got to take him for what he is. He's not a criminal. He's like a news anchor, Some days he's got to be loud. Some days he's quiet. Some days he's not. Some days he's funny. Just take him for what he is, man. There's nothing that's going to change him. He's got a different personality, just like me. People say to him, "Oh, would you get dropped on your head?" And, oh, okay, what do you got? I didn't see what you wrote. They can get mean around here. Many of the online bullies are older women and men too. I'm going to put that up. She Dances with Wolves is making some nice comments. I appreciate it. It's really nice of you. So far, my show is going on 2 hours. That's good. We got. I'm glad I got over 20 people watching. It's staying above 20. I don't want to lose the views. I am trying to grow the channel. Let's put it this way. I do want my channel to be successful. If it's successful, then that's good too. But right now, Success is an uphill battle for me. I don't really want to mention numbers because once I mention numbers, then the numbers go down. I guess what happens is people lose interest, or they just pop on a second and then they pop off. Then they come back. I don't know. It's not a big deal to me. Not a big deal to me. I know that it's probably some of my subscribers that are coming over, which is nice. Thank you from the subscribers that are here. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up button, please, if you can. I appreciate it. It's definitely appreciated. I have no monitor to help monitor that stuff because they're probably off. I'm probably going to look for new monitors. The ones I usually have aren't here today because they probably aren't aware that I'm on. I believe Leanne's a monitor. Let's see. Yep. What else do I have here? Barbara Buffalo is a monitor. I don't see her. Texas Granny. She's a monitor. I don't see her. Lately, they don't go on, so I'll probably just take them off because I'll monitor from my end. That's probably the best way to do it, is monitor on my end until I find somebody else to co-host with me. I do want to co-host. That's what I want. Just like Angel and Marla. Marla is like a co-host with Angel. I like that. I think I'll give Jim a call, see if he's all right. Why not?
Please leave your message for 813993.
He's driving. Jim is probably driving. He probably turned his phone off or his phone died. So Jim is unable to send out any messages or the robocall. Dances with Wolves. Did you deal with anything like that? Do you have a show? So far, we've been on for, like I said, almost 2 hours. The show's 21. We're at 21 people. I want to see something. I'm going over to the YouTube channel. Gonna look at it. Let's see. We're up to 22 people. If there's anyone who wants to come up before, maybe because I'm gonna eventually sign off soon, because I got to take care of things. Oh, okay. Just wondering. So if anybody wants to come up, let me know, because I'm gonna drop off more than likely, because I don't think I have much more to say anymore. You know, the show is the show. I said what I had to say. I don't have much to say anymore about what took place last night, about what's being said about me, and basically it's dragging my family into something that we don't need to be drugged into. It's, you know, my wife is pissed off that people would do this and do this to her husband, you know, and also my son. And I don't want people hurting my family, because hurting my family is the biggest mistake. You know, attacking me is like attacking my whole family. And that's dangerous. That's dangerous. That's when you're on thin ground with me. And I don't say much, but I'll start making phone calls to the people I need to and have them come to your house and take your computer away and start running a check on you. I could do that Monday if I want. And that's for the haters. You know, let me tell you something. One time, somebody was threatening my son from YouTube. And it ended up involving the authorities. They came to the house. They talked to my son. They investigated the kid. They went right to their houses. And they told us what was going on. We didn't know everything. We knew something was going on with my son, and we knew that it involved some young adult, and they were making threats. Well, their threats ended real quick. You know, the police showed up, and the police will show up. FBI will show up. It depends on the situation, and if they feel there's a threat, they'll show up at the house. And they do show up. in situations, especially when it's involving, a family, and I feel there's a threat. I'll make a phone call and tell them, look, man, this is what's going on. This person is bullying, and I feel there's blackmail possibly taking place. I want something done about it, and I will take it to the highest courts, too. I mean, I will. And you can do something about it. Don't think you can't. You can do something about that type of, stuff. It doesn't have to involve YouTube. It don't have to involve YouTube. YouTube will be involved because they'll want records from YouTube. YouTube is supposed to monitor any type of behavior like that. And if it's not, then they're not abiding by their own rules. They're not abiding by their own rules. But I got some good people on here right now. That's good. I got some good people coming on. Seeing if there's anything new happening. Don't forget the Johnny Yarbrough show at 8 p.m. Johnny Yarbrough's coming on at 8 p.m. I'm sure things are going to simmer down eventually. Sure they will. So I did call Jim. His phone is down. I did text him. Maybe he got the text. But he might be sleeping for all I know. He could be sleeping. He looked tired this morning. Tired. I don't even know what time he woke up. Looks like he woke up at 5 a.m. I know I went on and I went back to bed. I was like, I can't stay on anymore. Can't stay on. Because I was up late last night too. I was up late with Angel. It was on Angel's channel. Just checking something out. I was checking out another channel, seeing how many people are on someone else's channel. Not much. But I'm going to call it a day. This is the last time I'll be on for a bit because I got to go study. Let's see, what's today? Today is Friday. I have another paper I'm working on for school for my psychology, which I got a year left in my psychology, so I want to graduate so bad because I want to start my own practice. That is what my goal is. My goal is to start my psychology practice, which is okay. There's nothing wrong with it. And it's good. It's good to do. It helps people out. Now, like I said, I'm a soft-spoken person, and I don't know why that's so bad. So everyone that was on the chat, thank you very much for stopping in. Thank you for treating me like a friend, and thanks for the support. I'll try going on maybe in a few days. Depends on how the paper is, how I'm making out with the paper. Thank you. Be safe.